pretend like it's a big, meaty fastball right down the middle and you're sitting on it. Woo! You're at Yankee Stadium, and you just want to shut up every one of those fans and send one 440 into the seats left center.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and swing hard for me here?
Swing hard?
Let's go, come on. Oh yeah.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another exciting edition of the Bombers Club. We are back with another speed training session in the range at Palm Beach National. We are way too long for this range, so we have a net set up. The net return is the only net that we truly do trust to take golf balls we hit this speed. We have a very special guest on our show, and I will let him introduce himself.
My name is Tomas Nido, Major League Baseball catcher, and I'm happy to be here with these guys.
Yeah, so he's probably as good of a backstop as this net. You know, nothing's going to get past.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, so I did a little reading up on him. Lockdown catcher, and you said 5-6 years in the big leagues?
5.
Okay, so that's awesome. And we'll definitely dig into that a little bit as we push speed. So he actually doesn't know what his exact ball speed is. He's never hit on a TrackMan. You said you like to be close to 180 in that neighborhood?
Yeah, I think I'll be close to that.
Okay, and obviously, given that you're a professional athlete, it's pretty natural to be able to generate that kind of speed. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start with a couple of warm-up swings and get it baseline. My goal is to push him 10 miles an hour faster ball speed than his baseline average, and we'll see how far we can push him. You know, we'll maybe dredge up memories of past balls, other childhood traumas to really push his numbers higher. But yeah, guys, we hope you guys take something from this. We're really excited to see where we can push him. And if you guys enjoy this, if you want more speed training videos, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and all that fun stuff. Let us know who you want to see us speed train with next. And with that being said, let's hop into it. We got the TrackMan, we have the net, we have the golf balls, we have the tees, and we have the driver, and we have the man. So let's do it. We're just letting him get loose right now, and once he starts to feel like he's kind of at a cruising speed, we're gonna get about 5 or so swings at cruising speed, see what his numbers look like. And from that speed, we're gonna start pushing. My goal is to get him 10 miles an hour ball speed faster than what his cruising speed was. So that's the plan. So we're gonna just keep letting him get loose.
Ooh.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
175.
185. This dude's a stud.
128 club speed.
I knew you were faster than that.
So just so you guys know, he thought he was about maybe 180, so I was 185. We're still probably a couple swings away from him getting up to cruising speed. So this is exciting.
128 club speed too, so that was a miss hit. A little bit, not much though.
Look at him, he's got a big old smile on his
He's like,
face.
Look at this guy.
Nothing better than setting PRs.
180.
131 club speed.
So we go way back, way back. I remember right when he got drafted, his agent, Tom O'Connell, we always go to do this one charity event out in Orlando, and I watched this dude hit, and I'm like, just fast hands, in baseball terms.
You can't smile, no more smiling. Look at you
You got
can't help it.
50,000 people at Yankee Stadium yelling at you, booing you, because you're a Met. That was a miss hit at 183.
Yeah.
130 club
So
speed,
yeah,
so
he's a
center
Met.
punch.
So do with
center
that what
punch.
you will, guys.
So right now, through like 4 or 5 balls, he's already sitting at 130, 131 club speed.
So you feel like you're at kind of a
That's
cruising speed
really
when you
fast.
All right. So the next 5 swings, we're gonna this is gonna be kind of his baseline here. So just when you're trying to, just hit a good shot, do what you're doing, just make 5 swings, just as usual, you know. And we'll get a baseline, and then from there we'll build.
So 186.
We get a couple more.
And that's smooth. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not even.
Well, that's the plan.
We haven't got him mad yet. What gets you mad?
I'm gonna make
We'll
a
find out.
prediction.
We'll find out.
I'm gonna make a prediction. I think this might be pretty bold, but I think we're gonna get him to 200 ball speed.
Oof. Woof. It's possible because right now he's just at 130 club speed, center punch. That's
Well, I'm
185.
just looking. I think given he's cruising at 130, it just doesn't sound crazy to me that he can hit 200 if he just keeps building. But just keep cruising right now. Make your normal swing.
I'm still hitting my thumb.
Oh, well.
Yeah, 130, 177.
What's more nerve-wracking, hitting a golf ball in front of Kyle Berkshire or hitting off of like Jacob DeGrom?
Probably this. So I don't know.
What's it like catching like 101?
It's like, I literally, the first time I did it in the big league game, I thought I was like, in my head, I was like, it was like a PS5 game. Like, I was like, okay, I want to hear, dot, dot. Like the ground was just hitting everything at 101. I was like, this is unbelievable.
What about catch? Have you ever caught a knuckleballer?
Yeah, I did in Double A. It's the hardest thing I've ever done.
I was gonna say, that's probably worse.
Yeah, I mean, you could pay me to do that again. This is way more fun.
Really consistent, right around 130 club, 181 ball. So do 2 more, and then we'll start building. But it already looks like this cruising speed's right around 130, which is definitely a great place to start.
What's your fastest one so far? 187.5. Starting to find the center of the club face.
All right,
So who's the dirtiest pitcher you've ever had to face?
Face, probably the most uncomfortable, disgusting at bat was against Max Scherzer. My first 2 at bats against him. I felt like I was there without a bat in my hand, just standing there. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Are you glad you're not left-handed so you didn't have to face like Chapman at 105?
Oh, I can't imagine how that would be. Just looks scary. I can't imagine what it'd be even standing there. I get pinch hit for every time he comes up.
All right, there you go.
There you go, 188.5.
All right, so that's awesome. Yeah.
Either.
Looks like we got a pretty safe baseline, about 130, high 180s. Obviously, center punch would be mid 190s, low 190s. So now, what we start doing, we start building and start letting him really put some emphasis on creating speed. So that's my main focus. Is now we're going to start really pushing. And what I want you to do is slowly transition from making comfortable swings in your mind to increasing your level of intensity over the ball. So like, think of it in baseball, like, this is, regular season games, now we're in the playoffs.
Okay.
So the stakes starting to get higher,
Yeah.
and you got to start to get zeroed in. So what are things you do to lock in the mound or behind the plate? What are those things? Because those things are going to help you tap into the speed here. Is there anything you think about?
I would say I just try to simplify things and not worry so much about what I'm doing, more so just focusing on like a certain thing that I know, at this point I already did what I need to do to lock in, and it's now just focusing on the less I thinking I do, I know the better I'm going to execute with just going out and swinging and catching and just letting the game kind of dictate itself.
All right, well, let's do that. Let's make these next couple swings just narrow the focus and just creating speed at the bottom. Don't worry too much about accuracy and all that good stuff. All right, we're not worried about any of that.
So for me in long drive, I always had to relate to baseball. Like fastball, hit fastball. A lot of times when you're thinking fastball, like, and you get a change up, you're out front.
So I want
Be
you to
patient at the top and then go.
Just think about sitting on a 91 mile an hour fastball right in the center meat of the strike zone.
Hit it
And you know it's coming.
460 feet. Dude, those hands are moving it. 133.
So we're already building.
133.4. So a center punch golf ball right there would have been 200
So
miles
we've
per
already
hour.
built about, just from that one little shift in mindset, that's about a 2-3 mile an hour club speed gain. And we'll see that continue to climb. Because here's the thing, I know a lot of people say, well, Kyle, why don't you offer technical swing tips? You're not telling him to keep his hands here or to sway like that or shift like that. It's because when you get inside your own head, it's a speed inhibitor. The whole thing about speed is figuring out who the person is and who they are and tapping into their, whatever makes them tick, whatever makes them fire fast. So for a Major League Baseball player, it's one thing. For someone who's never played sports, it's a totally different thing. Like him, he's never played sports, so we gotta
He
do
won the
some
national
different
spelling
stuff.
bee in 3rd grade.
But-
He spelled cat. Good job, Bob.
But my whole thing about this is he's a Major League catcher. So I want him to tap into what makes him lock in on behind the plate or, standing over plate hitting. And that's gonna help him lock in when it comes to creating speed with the driver. So that's what we're trying to channel, is that kind of energy and focus.
Let me elaborate on that just really quick. So if you guys are looking for specific swing tips, power tips, we have videos for that. We will continue to create that content for you. Like Kyle said, this is not that. Right now, it's not about get your weight here or hold the lag a little longer or try to shut the face or whatever. Like, it's just about firing as fast as you can.
Yeah.
This is all about just if you're doing this with your buddies, just psych them out, get into their heads and figure out what makes them tick and what makes them fire faster. That's what this is about.
The big thing is
So stop saying that in the comments, because I'm gonna come find you.
The big thing about it is we're trying to get the nervous system to fire a high percentage of its muscle fibers to create speed. We can always clean up technique, but right now it's about trying to get nervous system recruitment, and that's what we're focusing on here. So
All
I
right,
just want to
now,
keep
kid,
digging.
let's hit 3 in a row just within a minute. Oof. 193.7. Oh my God.
Already creeping up close to 200. That's really good. So again, right around 133 club speed. So I said my goal is 200 ball speed for him. And I mean, I think we might even get above 200 if we can really push. So the big thing is just continuing to rip it.
He's using a 45.5-inch driver too. That's not a long drive head. So if he had a long drive set up, probably add a couple more miles.
But we'll get to 200 just with the 45-inch club. We're just gonna keep building
Which is
here.
sick, by the way. Them hands are fast.
134.3. So that's a new high club speed.
191 ball.
So if you center that up, that's 202 ball speed with a 45-inch club. So just to put it in perspective, the highest recorded ball speed ever on the history of PGA Tour in tournaments, 199. So let's keep firing, man. Let's keep going. Let's try to hit about a ball every 30 seconds. Really start getting those fibers warm. And I want you to keep thinking about being behind the plate and locking in. That's what you got to think about.
Almost 134.
Let's keep going. Yep.
And
Keep
you can
building.
see now he's starting to move his feet a little bit. He's going to get in a rhythm.
What I want you guys to notice is he's not going to be thinking about it, and I don't want him to listen to what I'm about to say because I don't want to get in his head. But basically what's going to happen is his feet and other parts of his body are going to start moving a little differently, and it's subconscious because you're trying to recruit more speed. So just pay attention for that. So, all right, let's keep going.
Vamos. Vamos. Woo! 194.
Yep.
He's creeping.
Yep, he's getting up there.
This
We're
is
gonna
a stock driver too.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's another thing is just maintaining that one ball every 30 seconds pace so you can really get loose. It's like when you're taking batting practice, you want to create, more bat speed and more exit velocity. You start really ripping it and start pushing. And that's what you're trying to do here, is create exit velocity. So just pretend like it's a big, meaty fastball right down the middle and you're sitting on it.
Oh, baby. And
134.7 new high club speed.
Kyle touched on it. Less is more. I mean, you're talking to a world-class professional athlete that you can tell him just one small thing, and he can feel it, and he can make that adjustment immediately. And right now, I'm liking the fact that he's moving that lower half just a little bit to try to get into rhythm because his hands are boom.
And he's slowly building. It's steady. He was 130. Now we're getting close to 135. That was 134.7. And I think we're going to probably see 137 or so, at least, at some point. So
I like how he said 180 was going to be his ball speed, and here we are at 194.
Yep. Just keep building that big, meaty fastball, right? Right in the center of the plate. You're sitting on it. Send that thing to left field, left stance. There you go.
Oh, baby. 134.
Yep. 189 ball speed.
Yep.
But the thing to understand is you saw 132s and 3s. Now we're seeing the 134s over and over. He's creeping up. You just want to see that trend. It's like weight loss. You're not going to have a low weigh-in every single day. You're going to see over the course of time a trend. And that's what we want to see with this. We want to see speeds continuing to creep up. There might be a swing after this, might be a little lower, but the key is the trend line continues moving forward. But let's just keep firing. That fastball right down the middle. You're sitting on it, 2-1 count.
194.
136.8 club speed.
There you go.
That's getting up there.
Zoom in
man.
on
Let's
that.
go. Keep building. I think you might get close to 140.
Right now, a center
So if you
punch
center
golf
it
ball,
up right
204. That's a 204 ball.
205 ball speed.
Yeah, so he already, for those of you watching, a lot of you guys probably know general guidelines for ball speed on the PGA Tour. He would already be the fastest guy on the PGA Tour with these numbers.
All right, let's keep firing though. Just keep thinking about that fastball. You're sitting on it, it's in the inside half of the plate, and you're ready for it.
He's patient too. I love it.
It's 133, so a little slower, but that's just part of the process. Sometimes when you have a new fast speed, there's a little bit of a letdown because you're kind of excited about that. But as I'm saying, as long as it goes this way, but keeps trending up, that's what we're looking for. So just keep firing.
Let's go.
Vamos.
I think you got 140 in you.
Hit a 480-foot home run. Let's go.
That was the first time I saw him step on the gas, like really step on.
134.5. So that's a good spot. We want to just keep seeing those numbers creeping up, and the average is definitely going up. It's 130, low 133. Now it's upper 134.
If you do want to see the ball speed jump a little too in the smash, feel free to turn the face over. I feel like you're hitting hooks.
Yep. Just pretend.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Just try to hit a 475-foot home run to left center. That's the mentality. All right.
135. Kind of like what we told Michael Block, because when I stood behind the net return and watched Michael, I was looking at like his club path, and he was kind of swinging left a little bit. In baseball terms, try to direct your hands and hit it over the second baseman's head. Try to fire those hands fast, and then, at impact, that toe will shut. So yeah.
So what's the longest home run you've ever hit in Major League Baseball, would you say?
Probably like 430.
What were you thinking when you hit that? What was going through your head?
I actually was just thinking put the ball in play.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Absolutely. So what I want you to think about is just creating speed. Don't just keep it nice and simple, and just put yourself right in that mindset right when you hit that 430, 440 foot home run, and just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Ooh!
197.2.
197.2.
There you
loose,
go.
loose wrist, tension free.
And this is the thing. This is what I've been preaching to you guys. Yes, sometimes these speed sessions aren't necessarily as mechanical, but speed is definitely a little mechanical, but getting the most out of what someone has right now is all between here. A lot of people, he came in here thinking 180 would be a good number, and he just went 17.2 miles an hour faster than that. So a lot of it's psychological, and the reason I'm asking him these personal questions is because he's a unique person like everybody else, and what makes him tick is going to be different than what makes other people tick. And it's about getting inside someone's head and pulling out of them what is already there. And then obviously as you develop a program and a training program, then on days where you're not speed pushing, you can do mechanical work. But you should never ever be doing mechanical work on days you're trying to push speed, because it'll just slow you down, it'll throw off your confidence, and you can just mess with your head. So days like today, we're trying to just get the most out of him, learn about who he is as a person, what makes him tick, and maxing that out. So that's what we're trying to do. So I just want you to keep thinking about that mindset and that headspace you're in.
That's why you
When you
didn't
hit
get me up to 230 the other day. He
Yeah.
promised me he was going to get me up to 230, and he couldn't because you can't get inside my head.
Well, he's just an idiot. So, but I mean,
I can
I
get over
want you-
200 real quick by Bobby's
yeah.
pipe.
Well, no, you got what you got, and that's all you need. You're going plenty
Let's
fast.
go.
430 foot home run. Just think about that.
He's got so much gas in the tank. You could just see it.
Yeah. 136 club speed, 194 ball speed. So if he center punches, it's over 200. Just a matter of center punching it right now. But I mean, remember, he started out 130 club speed, and now we're pushing into that 135, 136 range pretty steadily.
And he's hitting
yeah.
he's hitting a stock driver, but funny enough, you recognize this shaft, Mr. Berkshire?
I do. Pretty good
LB
shaft.
30 plus.
Pretty good shaft.
Kyle doesn't lose with that shaft, and he won his third world championship with that setup. But that's butt cut about 2.5 inches. So that's a 45.5-inch driver,
But
probably.
just keep thinking about that 430 foot home run. The space you're in there, just let it go. That's where I want you to be.
He's
136.6.
starting to speed up big
Yep.
time. What loft is that?
8.
An 8?
So what pitch do you like sitting on the most? What is like your ideal situation when you're sitting on a pitch? What's that one pitch that you can sit on and you're like, oh, I guessed it right here. This thing's going off.
Fastball down.
Fastball down and away. I want you to see that as that golf ball. That's where I want you to feel like. That's what you're sitting on, and you got it. He's just released his hand, and you know it's exactly what you're sitting on. And I want you to make a swing on it.
Ah, I missed it.
Still 135
135.
club speed though. It's good. It's always nice to miss hit a ball 170 ball speed. Considering the average amateur is about 131 ball speed.
How you feeling physically? You feel pretty good?
Feel good.
Okay.
Just getting warmed up.
It's like,
Yeah.
warm-up
Well,
session,
this is
constant movement.
This is the cool thing about training professional athletes is you can definitely be a little more liberal with how you push them. Like if you're training somebody who's not necessarily an athlete or hasn't trained in a while, you gotta be a little more conscious of how you push them. But given that he's a professional athlete, plays Major League Baseball, his body's used to this kind of training, you know. It's just a little different style. But I just want you to keep putting yourself in that headspace, you know. You're at Yankee Stadium and you just want to shut up every one of those fans and send one 440 into the seats left center. You're sitting on that low fastball and you got it. You've identified it out of his hands. And it's 2-0 count. Runner on second, and you're ready to send that thing for
You
a
got
ride.
the signs are banging trash
Send that
cans,
thing
you're
over,
getting
yeah.
buzzard.
Send that
you
thing
know,
over
you know
Monument Park.
fastball's
Let's go.
coming. That ball is ripped.
136.2, 193 ball. So all we need is a center punch.
All right, so what I just gave him here is I gave him an actual competition driver I was using at the World Championships this year. And I may not be Kyle Berkshire, but I'm still a 220 guy when I'm hitting it really well. So this is gonna create a little bit more club head speed for him. It's the exact same shaft, just in a different color, and it's an extra couple of inches.
Yep.
So I think this could be a difference. This could probably pop him up to 140 club head speed. And honestly, we could see a ball, approach
Yeah.
205, 208, something ridiculous if he catches one in the right
so just
spot.
a little more lumber, but it will definitely move faster once you get comfortable.
And I
with
got it lofted down, so it's lofted at
That's
3.5 degrees, so the face is a little bit flatter. It's going to create a little bit more speed as
it.
well.
Same deal. Low fastball 2-0. Let's go. 139. So it's pretty typical to see about a 2 to 3 mile an hour speed jump with the long drive club. And just so that for those wondering, you can hit it about 6 to 8 yards further the long drive club. That's about the difference between a 45 and a long drive club. A lot of people think it's a game changer. It's not a game changer for golf, but obviously 6 to 8 yards is a big deal for long drives. That's why we use those. But yeah, so we're at 139 now. We started at 130. And it's actually a really cool thing, even if you're not a long driver, to have a long drive setup when you're speed training, because it's over speed training. You're gonna be swinging the club faster with the same motor pattern. So you're actually getting used to firing faster. And then you can always go back down to the 45 and have the same benefits of speed training. I've done this my entire life, and I still hit my 45-inch driver really straight in the course. So it's a great way to push yourself a little faster to get those motor neurons recruiting a little better. So.
All right, let's go get you 203, 204.
So I'm gonna say one thing to you, Tomas.
Yep.
With this extra length, the thing that helps people generally when you're making that transition, you do have to feel like you turn it over, again, shut that face a little more because it's a little different timing, or else you're gonna keep leaving it open.
Right.
So feel like you kind of hood it and hook it.
Yeah, I would say just
We
try
don't
to
care
hit,
where these are going.
yeah, try to hit a line drive in between the shortstop and third base. Just a line drive.
Oh, I was
That's
moving
it.
it. Oh, 199.5.
Oh yeah.
138 club speed.
Yeah, that one felt good.
Yeah,
And he hit that little thin too.
yep.
He's just off by, I mean, this much.
We're half a mile an hour away from our 200 ball speed goal, and we're literally right on the doorstep of 140. So when he does hit 200, we'll push him a little more. We'll see how much we can get out of him, but we're really gonna start pushing a little bit pretty soon.
He's gonna pop.
Hey, why
on
don't you
the
go ahead and
203,
swing
204.
hard for me here?
Swing hard.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Loose
Come on.
wrist, loose wrist.
Everything you got, just
Warning,
frickin'
no
throw
warning
the
track
hands.
power here.
Oh yeah.
We'll miss it.
140.
There we go.
Got
Hit
it.
140.
He's a miss
That's
hit.
pretty good.
Welcome to the
194.
140
There you
club.
go.
Let's go.
He's officially part of the 140 club speed club. So
That's relatively exclusive.
yeah.
Not a whole lot of people on the planet can go 140.
Yep. So he hits at 440 on the baseball diamond, swings 140 with the golf club.
No, what's impressive too is that he's a position player.
Yep.
A lot of times they always talk trash about pitchers being like, oh, that's all they do on their 4 days off is go out and play golf. And yes, throwing a baseball is very similar for me, swinging a golf club. But for you, I mean, you're a stud, and you're not your prototypical position player that's really like short in the back. You know, you're fluid with it. You're fluid with it. All right, let's go 203, 204.
So let's go for that line
It's gonna
drive
pop quick.
between the shortstop and the third baseman. Let's let it rip.
A little off the heel.
139.4. You're locked
hitting
right
it
in at
closer here?
140.
Yeah, you might be hitting off the heel. So back off, you line it up off the toe, line the ball off the toe, and like I said, once you get to the top, inside half of the golf ball, try to go over the second baseman's head.
So are there any keys that go through your head? Because I'm sure you've been in positions when you're up to bat where a home run would, I mean, obviously you always want to hit a home run, but like it's a specific situation where a home run can bail the team out if you can catch one because there's guys on base and you're down by 2 or 3. So when you step up to the plate and a home run is even more needed than normal, is there any keys you have in your swing to maybe try to create a little more power than you might normally do?
Honestly, sometimes just try not to do too much, and
Yep.
it kind of just those things play out
All right.
to be that
I
way.
feel like
Apply
he's
it.
not a thinker. He's
Yeah,
just
apply
a,
it.
he's just
Yeah.
a,
Let's
Alright,
see you
so-
apply it. Let me.
You got six balls
Yep.
in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I want to see you get in a rhythm, and it's like you're on national television. It's the World Series Game 7, and this is your final
Yeah.
AB.
And as I said,
everyone is your final AB, and
Yeah.
you got to step on it.
Don't
So,
try to
yeah.
do too much. Just do exactly what you told me.
Look at him, he
do
just
it for
wants
the
to
swing.
hit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ooh,
That
that's
ball
it.
was ripped. There we go. He said it was going to pop 204. That a kid.
204.4.
Look at you.
140.6, 204.4. But we're gonna keep going. Stay with it.
Yep.
So we've already smashed through our goal of 200, but I want to actually see how close we can get to 210. So we're gonna really try to build. Let's go for 210. Let's go for
Come on, buddy.
210.
care how far it's going. We just
Let's
care
go.
what kind of ball
Bottom of the
speed we
ninth.
get.
Just go.
That's
gonna be
another
right at
200. 138.2. Here
Back
you go.
to back.
4 more.
All right, so now
Thumb
the way
up,
I look
thumb
at it, he went, what did he go, 204?
204.
The way I look at it, it's 210 or bust.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Speed.
Because I think he's got it in him
Yeah.
physically.
And speed comes in
So-
bunches. 200 was his number. He did it once, and now he just did it again. When your
Yeah.
body jumps up in speed, it's kind of
go
like
210.
upregulation of the brain. So.
4 more.
Just so you know, you do have 210 in you.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
have to
Alright.
square it up.
But
Let's
just
go.
keep doing what you said. Keep it simple and just let it rip like you have.
Heel strike. And that's funny. I just watched him. He just hit a heel strike, 198.4.
138.7. Just keep it rolling. 3 more swings.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, line it up off the toe.
Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Do what you do when
Let's
you.
go. Yeah, I like that. 3 more swings.
Come
to
on,
told
go
me
come on,
exactly.
come on, come on.
Yeah, 3 more to go 210. Let's go. Nope.
Heel strike.
Nope.
141 though.
See,
It's
that's
your
the
highest
thing.
club speed.
Go 141 and square it up. You got your 210.
All right, 2 more. Proud of you, man. I've known you since you were the same height. And 18 years old, though. Known him since he was the same height. Right
Same
when he
deal,
got drafted.
same deal.
Come on.
There we go.
Close.
138.3, 198.5. This is 0-2 count.
All right,
And
last ball.
this does a ground ball, a fly ball does no good.
All right, we're painting the picture.
Yeah.
Base is loaded.
Same deal.
2 count.
You've heard
You're
that all
down
the
3.
time.
All right.
Let's
Can you
go.
go 210
World
for
Series.
us? 1 ball.
Tomas
You're
Nido.
sitting on the
Long shot
fastball.
off.
You-
Goal, at least
Sitting on the
200.
fastball and you
now.
got it. Let's go.
I got under it. 500 miles per hour.
But see, this is actually cool because when you put yourself under that kind of pressure, you actually get really good at making those firing rates be
Yeah.
really efficient, you know?
Good work, bro.
So, I don't know. I think what we should do is give him 6 more.
Want to do
6 more. 6
How's
more.
your body
do it.
feeling? Good?
Feeling good?
All right.
All
We'll
right.
give him 6
all right.
more, and that'll be it. I'm gonna set his goal at 206. We've already smashed through my original prediction, and everybody said it was bold at the time, by the way, that he would go 200. And now I don't think people think it's too bold.
Is your goal
By the
two-
way,
is your goal
you can subtract
206
about
or is it
4 miles an
210?
hour from a long drive club to a 45-inch
Hey.
play driver, so he still hit 200 even with a play driver.
He
So we're
doesn't
gonna.
he doesn't like your goal at 206. He wants to go 210.
All right. Hey, I'm always game for that. So we've had a revision of the goal to 210, and so we get 6 more balls.
Come on.
And I want him just to think. I want you to think about, and we've gone through this several times. I just want you to get into that headspace where you know you're about to hit a screaming liner between the shortstop and third baseman, or if it gets elevated, that thing's going 430 feet, 20 rows back over the left center fence. That's what I want you thinking. Whatever headspace gets you there, it's your own personal thing, and you know it better than us. So just 6 balls, and I just want you to go for it. Let's go.
Nope.
Sorry,
Dang.
keep going.
All it takes is 1.
Yep. So don't be discouraged about mishits. It's going to happen.
I'll hit more up.
If you're swinging for the fence, it's just incumbent. So you got 5 more swings. Just keep it building. Let's go. It's good club speed. Just keep rolling.
Opening up a little bit, right? That helps.
You're fine. Just
Just keep going, man. You know yourself better. We've given you the tools now. Just just fire. You got it, man. 138.3, 195. 4 more.
You're reaching just a little. Line it up off your, line it up more off your toe. Instead
Put
of like
yourself
that
there.
far in front of you. There you go.
You're sitting
Loose
on your
hands,
pitch.
inside half of the-
Comes out of his
inside
hands,
half.
and it's the pitch you're sitting on. Let's go. You got to hurt. 135.8, 195. Come on, man.
Slowing
He's
down.
trying to,
Slowing down,
he's
I
just trying to
can't
get a
do that.
sacrifice fly now. You know, he's trying to sacrifice fly.
Yeah, that's a.
That was a pass ball. Come on,
That
man.
was an infield fly
Let's
right
go.
there at
Come on.
195.
You got 3 balls left. Let's go.
Come on.
You're a professional athlete. Let's go. Double down. Come on.
Nope.
136.4. 2 more. 187.6. And this is, sometimes people that have negative wars, they kind of fall back a little bit. I haven't played a professional baseball game in my life, and I have a better war
Kyle,
than him.
just big
But-
league. You just got
So
big
we
league.
got
just
2
got
balls
big
left.
You just
Come
got
on.
big league.
Let's go. Come
The
on.
worst feeling in the world.
Come on,
is
let's
getting
go.
big league.
Let's go.
Come on, buddy.
Push.
Come on. He got his hands set there. A little thin.
A little bit. 135. We'll do 1 more. We'll push 1 more. 1 more big
One more.
swing. Because here's the thing. Even when speed's fading, it's good to try to finish with 6 strong swings at your max effort because it is still retraining the nerve system. Let's go. Last swing.
Come on, buddy.
Unload everything.
That was a little better speed.
Yeah. That was 136. But here's the deal. That was a really good speed session. You hit 204, 140 plus club speed. And what would you say you were thinking you were at earlier?
I was thinking 175, 180.
So that's about almost 30 miles an hour faster. But again, a lot of times, people in other sports, I've experienced this myself, where if we're great athletes at one sport, we sometimes underestimate our capabilities in another sport because athleticism is almost universal across sports to some degree. But I think we started, your baseline was 130, 188, 190. So it was really cool to see you push all the way to 140 and crack that 200 barrier. And,
And you only have 36 more miles an hour to go
Yeah.
to catch him.
Exactly.
37.
We'll get it next time.
But yeah, I mean, it was really cool having you on the channel. And as I said, guys, speed training is very individual to the person. It's about learning the person, what makes them tick, and that's what this is all about. And then beyond this, on his off days from speed training is when you can start tapping into the mechanical side. And in fact, you know what? Let's link the video of me and Justin breaking down my speed training stuff. So let's link the video of me and Justin breaking down mechanical stuff and our tips to hit it further for you guys to go for further reading on that on your off days when you want to actually learn more about mechanics. So we can always do that another day. But today's all about trying to maximize your nervous system output with the swing you have, so that you're in tandem building your nervous system output, and on off days you're optimizing your swing to create more speed. So I know
he's in the 0.0000001% of baseball players, and now he's probably in the 0.0001% of ball speed.
Pretty good. It's a pretty rare cross section.
Good for the first
I don't know how many
time.
zeros that was. It was probably pretty accurate. So we'll get a statistician to check in on that.
But yeah, we'll link his socials in the description. You guys can follow him. I know you got another big season coming up. It's probably nice to be in the off season right now to do this kind of stuff. But
thank you for having me.
absolutely, appreciate you coming out, and stay tuned, guys, for the next episode. We'll do some more speed train stuff like this. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Leave us in the comments below what kind of speed sessions you'd like to see with other people and people you'd like to see. So that was really cool to get to see a Major League Baseball player running through speed session. The athleticism he had naturally was really cool, and it really allowed us to push him hard and get over 200 ball speed. So that was a heck of a start. How many people can do
Tomas
this?
Nido, thank you.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming.
Thank you guys.